One of the biggest keys to attracting all that you desire in your life is to find ease within yourself and where you are. Ease is the key. This is something Abraham Hicks talks a lot about. And this is also a really big theme I see in my own life too. When I'm at ease with myself, when I'm in alignment with what I truly want and just focusing on feeling the good feelings, I see so much more line up for me and things begin to just work out in my favor. And so today, I really wanted us to talk about the importance of finding ease within yourself, how to do it so that you can get even closer to your dream life. So first off, though, let's talk ease and why it works. And the first reason is that ease raises your vibration. So when you feel good, calm, and aligned, you attract more experiences that match those feelings because like attracts like. So if you're in that feeling of good feelings and you're like, these are all working out in my favor, and you're practicing gratitude and you're feeling all of those good feelings, you are going to attract more good outcomes. The next reason is this connection to yourself, because if you don't have this connection with yourself, you are not able to ask yourself what you truly want. There have been so many clients that I've worked with, and we're talking about what they want, and they're not sure. They keep saying the words like, I don't know what I want. I'm not sure if this is what I want. I'm not sure if that's what I want. And most of the time, after we talk a little bit, they're able to realize that they know exactly what they want, but it's just that they're not tuning in with themselves. So we have all these answers within ourselves, and when we are not at ease, we're not really connecting to ourselves and being able to listen to ourselves and finding out what the right path for us is. The third reason that ease is just amazing is less comparison, because when you are at ease with yourself, content with who you are, and truly just in love with where you are in life and who you are, you recognize that there is no comparison and that we are all on our own paths and our own journeys. And when you are just so focusing on watering your own grass and making sure that you are doing good and making sure that you are feeling good, you are unable to go and look at your neighbor and see what they're doing and if you're doing better than them or if they're doing better than you. And lastly, ease just feels good. And the point of life that we forget so often is that life is meant to feel good. Of course, struggles will come up, challenges will come up, but your life is not about struggle. It is about enjoyment. It's about having fun, and it is up to you to decide and allow it all. And how ease allows everything to come in is that I think there's a very big common misconception that we need to work harder all the time to achieve our goals. We need to be struggling to achieve our goals. We need to be going through hell and back to achieve our goals. And while effort is important, aligned effort, which is action from a place of ease, is so much more impactful. And in our day-to-day life, if you're constantly just doing things to do them, tense while you're doing them, rushing through them, it will probably not give you the result you want. So when you are at ease, when you take your time, when you tune into yourself, and you really take those aligned actions, you are not only able to get the results quicker, but the process becomes so much more enjoyable. And so it's really important that you tune in with yourself. You take a deep breath before you do things and really just ask yourself, what is the aligned action that I take? Because you can take a million actions, but if they are not aligned at all, if you're just swimming in the wrong direction, you're not going to get to the right direction. So now I want to give you some tools to achieve ease and how to learn how to be at ease with yourself. And the first one is mindfulness. And so meditation is a great way to do this, and just really taking time to listen to yourself, because again, it is crazy that we have all the answers within ourselves, and sometimes we just need to truly listen to that. Like the other day, I had a lot of questions in my mind. I was like not sure what next steps I should take, and I just felt lost for a second. And I went and I sat down and meditated for literally only 5 minutes, and all of these answers poured within me. And sometimes we really just have to take time to listen to ourselves and ask ourselves, okay, what is the next thing to do? What will make me feel better right now? What is that next step? And really just sitting there and tuning in with yourself. Another really great way to practice mindfulness and just strengthen that connection with yourself is to journal. So anytime I feel like I am not at ease, or I just feel confused, or I have a lot going on in my mind, I go and journal about it all. I'll just literally brain dump, write down everything that I'm feeling, talk myself through it, and I'm usually able to solve a lot of the things that I'm feeling just by talking it through with myself. Another great way to feel at ease with yourself and get into that feeling is to set boundaries. A lot of us forget that you are allowed to say no to things that don't align with you or things that don't feel good. And I always just really like to give this quick disclaimer though, that there is a difference between you saying no to things because it doesn't align and because you are scared. And so if you're saying no to things because it's out of your comfort zone, but you know that you will grow from it, really just give that some thought. But if there's something that truly just doesn't align with you, that doesn't feel good for you, you are allowed to say no to it. And it's important to also just have those conversations with people too. Like if someone's doing something that's bothering you or you're just holding this in, you are allowed to have that conversation and be like, hey, listen, what you just said really bothered me. Like, can we talk about this? And there's a way to do that without making it this whole entire big conflict or issue. And most of the time, the people who care about you and the people who truly want to be in your life will be there to listen and talk through it with you. The next step is to just let go of perfection. Life is not perfect, and you are not perfect, and you're not meant to be perfect, and life is not meant to be perfect. You might make mistakes, you might do things that you regret, you might wish you said something different, but you are a human being, and it is normal for that to happen. It is normal for you to make a mistake. It is normal for you to say the wrong thing. It is normal for you to accidentally go for an action and be like, you know what, that's not the action that I want to go for. But so often we are so in the state of perfectionism that we end up not even doing anything because we end up procrastinating. We're like, I need everything to be perfect before I go for it. But when you release this need for perfectionism and when you just say, you know what, life is imperfect and that's okay and I'm just going to have fun and enjoy it, life feels so much lighter. I think the fourth one, are we on number 4? Yes, we're number 4, is to let go of control. So recognize what you can control, your thoughts and your actions, and also recognize what you can't control. This is external outcomes. And when things are not in your control, I understand that it can be frustrating. I understand that we want to control everything, but at the end of the day, you are not going to be able to control a whole lot that happens in life. So what I always like to do when I'm feeling out of control is, okay, what are the things that are in my control? And writing out the list of those things or just simply focusing on them. And then surrendering the how to the universe. It is not your job to know the how, to know how it's all going to play out for you, to know how the people are going to come into your life, how all the opportunities are going to come into your life. But it is your job to take those aligned actions and have certainty and enjoy the process along the way. And the last step that I want to share with you for finding ease is to practice self-compassion. When you are having an off day, remember that you are a human being. And it's just so important that we realize, again, that we will make mistakes. Things won't always go the same way. And sometimes we're just not going to feel our best. And so it's okay. It's okay to have an off day. It's okay if things aren't turning out exactly how you want them to turn out. Be kind to yourself and understanding with yourself when you're having these thoughts or when you're having these feelings. And recognize that your best will look different every day. So some days your best will look a certain way and another day it will look completely different. And that is okay because, again, you're a human being. And I think so often we forget that we expect ourselves to be so perfect and to do everything right and for nothing to ever go wrong. But that is not life. You are human. You make mistakes. You'll go through certain things that you don't want to go through, but it's just part of life. And it's important to let yourself feel those feelings, work through them, and then be able to move through them. I want to end this episode off, though, with a quote by Abraham Hicks that says, "When you practice the art of allowing, what you want flows effortlessly to you."